Dear International Amateur Theatre family, today we celebrate World Theatre Day, a day that belongs to everyone who believes in the power of storytelling, of imagination, and the importance of community. Around the world today, stages will light up, curtains will rise in small village halls, in community theaters, in schools, and in culture centers. Some stages will be grand, others improvised. Some audiences will number in thousands, others in a handful. But the magic is the same, because theater is not defined by the size of the stage or the audience. It is defined by the experience and the passion of the people involved. Every day, thousands of people give their time, creativity, and energy to create something together. Not because they have to, but because they choose to. They rehearse after work. They build their sets late at night. They make costumes by the kitchen table. They learn their lines on buses, in the shower, or backstage. They sell tickets. They design lights, create music, do hair and makeup, welcome the audience, and then they sweep the stage after the applause have faded. And together they do create something extraordinary. Theater gives us many things. It gives us the courage to let our voices be heard. It teaches us to listen. It teaches us to fail and get up again. It teaches us to work together and support each other. It helps us understand people who are different from ourselves. And sometimes it gives us something even more important, a place to belong. Today, offering that sense of belonging is more important than ever. That feeling of being part of something together is what I personally miss the most from the time I still performed. A recent study by the Finnish Youth Research Society shows that young people's belief in the future in Finland is currently at an all-time low. One of the challenges identified in this study is the feeling of loneliness and lack of belonging. This is where I believe that theater can make a difference. In theater, there is a place for everyone. You might love the spotlight or the thrill of standing on stage, or perhaps you prefer the hectic, creative buzz backstage. But the beauty of amateur theater is that every role matters. It is one of the few places where people with completely different abilities, personalities, and ages come together to create something shared. In amateur theater, generations can meet on equal terms. Young people learn from those who have decades on stage, and experienced performers get new ideas from the next generation. This creates understanding between generations in a way that few other activities can. Very often that shared work becomes something even more meaningful. In a recent study among people active in amateur theater field here in Finland, many respondents described the theater as a family. They spoke about rehearsal rooms being a second home and about friendships that last a lifetime. This sense of belonging is truly remarkable. And the benefits reach beyond the stage. The same study shows that nearly everyone felt that their theater experience has had concrete impact on their study and professional life. People describe how amateur theater helped them overcome stage fright, develop confidence, communicate more clearly, work better in teams, and become more creative problem solver. Many say theater gave them courage to speak in public, to lead projects, and connect with others in work. For some, theater became a profession. For many more, it became something just as valuable, a lifelong source of confidence, creativity, and joy. In other words, theater is not just something we do for fun. It is a school of life. Knowing all of this, amateur theater has the possibility to make a real difference by looking at our ways of working and making sure that we are accessible also to new people. Amphitheaters around the world carry incredible traditions and histories. These traditions are something to be proud of. They represent decades, sometimes centuries, of creativity, community, and cultural life. But traditions should never become a closed door. We must make space for new people, new voices, ideas, and stories. Because theater only truly lives when it continues to evolve. And this brings me to something very close to my heart, the international theater community. When theater people meet across borders, something remarkable happens. We discover that although our languages, traditions, and challenges may be different, we understand each other. We share the same excitement before a premiere, the same nerves behind the curtains, the same joy when the audience laughs at exactly the right moment. Through festivals, exchanges, and workshops, and friendships across the continent, amphitheaters create bridges between cultures. These encounters give us inspiration, energy, and friendship that lasts a lifetime. It has certainly done that for me. Our struggles may look different in different countries, but through theater we share something deeply human: the desire to tell stories, to understand one another, and to dream. So today, on the World Theater Day, I want to say thank you. Thank you to our Secretariat and to my dear colleagues in the Council for their relentless hard work and passion promoting education and understanding through theater. Thank you to every amateur actor who steps out on stage, to every director who guides the process, to every volunteer who builds, paints, sews, organizes, sells tickets, or runs the lights, to every theater group that opens its door to new people and keeps the spirit of theater alive in its community. And to all of you out there who work in administration and make it possible for others to do theater. All of our work matters. Because somewhere tonight, someone will step out on the stage for the first time and discover something that will stay with them for the rest of their lives. Making that possible may be one of the most important roles we can have. We should remember that every stage has the possibility to become a place where someone finally feels they belong. Happy World Theater Day.